What up, though? It's your boy. Go and see Spaceship Ohayses the Incredible. Coming live from Houston, Texas. Just got back to the room. Just got done seeing NOME. Crazy event. I wanted to give my own personal recap. I know it's going to be a lot of review shows. I've never done a URL review show, so this is my first one. I've been to 2 events. I went to NOME 8 last year, and I also went to NOME 9. Before I begin, though, I want to give a big ups to everybody who performed at Houston own main events last night. Scotty and Sharon put on a hell of a show. Double M, Blaze, C3, Drugs. It was so many great artists last night. And one thing I don't want to get overlooked when we talk about URL and battles and grind time and all those other battle leagues is that there's a lot of underground or proving battle leagues that are super amazing. So if they're in your city, make sure you support those cats, man, because that's where you're getting the Geechees and the New Jersey Twerks and the Avs, you know what I'm saying, from these smaller leagues. So definitely. So let's go ahead and go to the card. The first matchup tonight was John the Don versus Jack Boy, man. And I personally, I know people around me was tripping a little bit, but I loved Jack Boy's first round. He came out with aggression. He came out with style. He came like he was ready for the stage. Even though he choked, I won't even call it choke. I think people have this tendency to over-exaggerate a choke. You're on stage trying to remember lines. People are talking. The crowd is crazy. The adrenaline's pumping. And sometimes you just forget a line. I don't think he just forgot a line. So I actually gave the first round to Jack Boy. John was hard. He came out hard. He was on point. I don't understand the reason why John the Don don't get as much love as people should give him. I fucks with him. I fucks with John. You know what I'm saying? But I think Jack Boy got in the first round. Second round, though, it was over. John destroyed that boy. He pulled out a fake chain. There's so many things that John did in that second round that just made it crazy, that just made it bananas. And so I gave John the second round. Now, this is the thing. John beat Jack Boy so bad that second round that it totally threw Jack Boy. You could see him, his people behind him at the stage, how emotional they were. They were so emotional that in the middle of Jack Boy's third round, he literally jumped off the stage and got at a heckler in the crowd. In the middle of his show, in the middle of his round. It was crazy. Like, we was like, what the fuck is going on? And you never saw Jack Boy again. I figured it's H-Town. He probably went to jail. You know what I'm saying? And so, John didn't get to finish his third round. But because of Jack Boy just blatantly going into the crowd, blatantly stopping the show, I gotta say John won about a body bag. Even though I gave Jack Boy the first round, because you got so emotional and you lost your cool, I would definitely say John the Don won that battle tonight. It was crazy. All right? We try not to be on here too long. I want to go through all 6 matches and then, not try to stay here too long. The second one we had tonight was Shotgun Suge versus Pat Stay. Now, for my money, this was probably the most even battle we had on the card. This was a really good battle. Suge came out with a shirt and tie on. He didn't pocket tech. But Suge came hard. And I've been watching Suge lately, and I told someone around me, Suge seems to be getting more confident And it's because he's getting more business-like about his battles. He's not just rhyming just to be rhyming. He's not just up there just trying to be a gangster, but he's actually honing his craft. And for me, Shotgun definitely won the first round. Pat Stay, flower suit and all, he came with it. Pat Stay was not intimidated, did not back down. His first round. I came to NOME 8 last year. Let me say this real quick. I came to NOME 8 last year, and the matchups and the battles were not as good as they all were overall tonight. And so there's going to be people there's going to be a lot of debatables. There's going to be a lot of people that may not agree with what I said tonight. But I think Pat got him the second round. The third round, you could kind of 2-1 either way. Suge was dunking on him with a real basketball. Pat Stay was talking about how you can call me white, but I can't call you nigga. It was a real good heartfelt battle. It was two MCs really grinding and chopping their way, and you could tell that they really took their battle serious. For my money, I'm going to give it to Suge 2-1. Just because I think Suge is really coming to his own right now as a performer. And I think Suge really had some good bars and some good stage presence, a good performance tonight that really upped the performance, upped their matchup. Pat wasn't, like I said, he wasn't intimidated. He had a good show. He really impressed me. But I just think that his punches didn't land as hard as Suge did. The next battle was Aye versus Arsenal. Saw Aye last night at home too, and I've been saying since this battle got announced that I felt like Aye was really gonna body bag Arsenal. I really felt like he was gonna body bag Arsenal. Aye is one of my personal favorites. I just love the way he schemed, but tonight, what he did, it was, and you have rappers up there sometime, right? And they're like, this is going to be all night. This is all night. This is every line. And it don't really ever be every line. Aye tonight, every line. 3 rounds. Body bag. One of the worst body bags I've seen. Arsenal came out hard in the first round. Aye went first. Arsenal came back. And Arsenal did his thing, but he did not win that round. It was just like a fight. I'm not going to say he just laid down. But Aye did his thing. And Aye got to the point, Aye ate that boy so bad. Aye ate that boy so bad that people were begging for him to stop. Like, stop, man. Third round, he was like, stop, man. Just stop. Like, it wasn't even a point of you battling. If you would have battled 2 rounds, your 2 rounds, Aye, was better than all 3 rounds of Arsenal. It was crazy. It was bananas. It was off the chain. It was off the chain. Like, it was amazing. It was a good, clean cut battle. And to see Aye battle one of the vets, one of the legends. Arsenal, I'm not going to take anything away from him. He's legendary. He's on the Mount Rushmore of battle rap. He made this shit what it is. With Mook and Lux and Sirius and all those in the past. Arsenal was one of the first ones I saw. And so much respect to him. But tonight was not your night, buddy. And it got so bad that round 3, him and Suge did the pocket check. And you could kind of tell in Suge's body language that he wasn't motivated to do no pocket check. Because there's nothing, at this point, there is nothing you can do to win. There's nothing you can do to win. Aye completely, it was, if there was anybody that gave Arsenal a round, they're delusional, or they're smoking something, or they didn't see what I saw. Please, comment at the bottom. If you think Arsenal won, give me his bars. Tell me something, because for me, I didn't see it. I didn't see it at all. At all. Okay? And it was just, it was a good, clean dissection from Aye. Who do we have next? That was battle 3. Battle 4 was K-Shine versus Rum Nitty. I think this was the matchup I was looking very forward to. K-Shine, he's sometimey for me, but he's very animated. And for me, I thought if he steps up his bars tonight, he could get with Rum because his performance is way better than Rum. Once again, Rum had bars. Rum had bars. But sometimes your bars it was tough because even though his bars was hitting and he had some haymakers tonight. K-Shine's performance was still hot. K-Shine had a crazy performance the third round, and I would give it 1-1. I really think K-Shine came back in that first round. Nitty kept it consistent in that second round. Or you could flip-flop them. Rum Nitty could have won that first round. K-Shine could have won that second round. They were very close, first two rounds. The third round was kind of crazy because Nitty actually choked on his round. The thing I love about Nitty is that he bounced back. I don't know if he started freestyling or if he just got back on track, but Nitty exploded. He kept the bars coming up. He kept the lines going up. K-Shine came out with a Player 89 Chicago Bulls jersey. And for anybody, the thing is, my bro, shout out to J. Rock Obama, who was there with me. He was talking about a lot of these young cats here don't know about Player 89. And, that was the creative player who was actually Jordan. And so it was weird because he came out with the Player 89 Chicago Bulls jersey. And what he was saying was meaningful to me, but I don't know how it resonated with the rest of the crowd. Going back looking at it, I thought Shine probably got him because Rum Nitty choked, but just crowd reaction, I think just the performance level of that third round, because you could kind of see Shine losing wind towards the end, I would still, even with the choke, I would still give it to Rum Nitty by very, very little bit. By very little. 2-1 once again. That was a crazy battle. I figured that might be the closest battle we'll probably see tonight. And I think after the show, that's still my same agreement. I think that was the closest battle. Even probably closer than Suge and Pat. Suge and Pat was very even kill, but it didn't have the hype. It didn't have the animation. It didn't have the gusto behind it with K-Shine and Nitty. And I think next, K-Shine and Twerk need to have a battle. Even though Twerk is losing stock with me because even I saw him last night, he just seems like he chokes too much. Like if you're gonna do this Twerk, you need to take it serious. And I'm not seeing him take all of his rounds, or even last night was a 1-round battle. I'm not seeing you take your round serious. And Nitty, I would love to see Nitty step up. I personally would love to see an Av Nitty 2. I think an Av Nitty 2, Av gonna have to come with it. You can't be scared of Nitty this time. I think Av and Nitty will be a awesome battle. I think a Nitty Hitman Holla will be an awesome battle. But, from there, we just gonna have to see what Summer Madness is about. Then we had Sue Surf versus Geechee Gotti. And I was looking forward to this battle between these two Crips. East Coast, West Coast. Surf been shot. Coming back. And Geechee Gotti, at his first round, he was strong. Once again, he was strong. He did a bar before the shot. Surfer G after the shot. Surgery, got a big crowd reaction on that. And Sue really walked this boy down for these 3 rounds. This was the matchup where I saw the difference in levels of performers. The other matchups, they were really close. If you want to say Av kind of he's moving ahead of Arsenal, you can do that. As far as, what was the last battle? Nitty and Rum and K-Shine. You could kind of see an even matchup there. But this matchup, and of course, because Surf choked last year. He actually choked. He did not finish his verse last year. So for Surf to come back this year after being shot, he whooped that boy. He gave him an old church whooping. He spanked on that boy. You feel me? Like, it was crazy. It was crazy. But I think Surf 3-0'd him. And Geechee was good for most of his rounds. His last round was more personal, but it had some good bars, but it wasn't strong enough for Sue. Sue, every round, was outshining Geechee, and which shocked me. I was really going for Geechee Gotti. I thought Geechee Gotti would win, especially based on what I've seen from Surf lately. I do like Surf, but I didn't think he would take Geechee's soul like he did. But he did. And then finally, we had the main event. Loaded Lux versus Aye Verb. And there's a lot of people who don't really care for Aye Verb. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He went from waves to dreads. St. Louis don't really get respect for being super, like, gangster, I guess. Or really, like Lux made a comment tonight. He said, when I think of St. Louis, I think of Nelly. And I think that's what most people think of when they think about St. Louis. And Lux needs to calm down that super complication shit. He tried to be so super complicated that sometimes his bars go over people's head. I think I think Lux has a lot of rewind bars, where you got to go back and watch them, over again. You know what I'm saying? And for me, his first was good. His second was good. His third was boring to me, though. Lux, like, by the time his third verse came, it was kind of like, okay, Lux, sometimes we just want you to get in the mud and just talk to these niggas. But you be trying to hit the mind of the and then also I heard people recycling bars tonight. And I don't know if they did that because they didn't think Houston people heard the bars or listen to URL like that. But I heard a couple bars, and I even heard Lux redo some bars in there. And it was just, Aye Verb stepped up. I was really thinking, like, this is for Aye Verb to prove, because he already battled Mook. We know he battled Mook. But I think this was the battle to show people that, hey, I am, as I was talking about earlier with Arsenal, on the Mount Rushmore of battle rap. Aye Verb's been out there long enough. And I was even thinking, like, and I don't know if this is wrong to think, but who can battle Lux? That's what I was thinking. In my mind, I was thinking, like, who can battle Lux? Let me fix this. There we go. And so, I shouldn't think like that. Because to me, Lux isn't that good. Lux just beat Calico real bad. And I think that battle is so legendary. And he's battled Mook. And Lux is good. Let me say that. Lux is good. But I don't think Lux is... I think Aye Verb ate that dude tonight. For me, Aye Verb bodied him. I think Aye Verb 3-0 Loaded Lux tonight. And it proved to me that Loaded Lux is probably overrated. I did not think that Loaded Lux... I'm not seeing where rappers are really taking these battles serious. Or they coming in and thinking they could say certain things and that's going to keep them. But you got to keep that energy sustained for 3 rounds. You can't just do it for 1 round and think the match is over. Because Aye Verb's second was ridiculous. His third just put the nail in the coffin. Because Lux's third was bad. I didn't like Lux's third. And so Verb got the second and third. The first one was debatable once again. Lux came with it. I think Lux was a little tripped out because they did say before the battle it was 5 minutes. And I think that's something Verb wanted to do. Verb didn't want Lux to just run time. And that's perfectly fine with me. And, Lux tried to bring that up or whatnot. But if you know it's 5 minutes, you don't ask for 7. Don't ask for 8. You do 5 minutes. And I think that was the thing. Give me 5 minutes. And within those 5-minute rounds, Aye Verb won. Aye Verb destroyed him. So, but once again, it was a good battle. And I think overall, they were all good battles. Besides Arsenal and Av, which was still a good battle, it was able to highlight Av, and Av was able to show what he really has, But it was a good night. I think this is a great event. Shout out to Smack. Shout out to everybody who was there, man. Shout out to all the performers on stage today. It was a great event. I loved it. If you get a chance to watch it, go ahead and watch NOME 9 as soon as it downloads. If you can see it on pay-per-view, and make it happen, Captain. Because I loved it. This is your boy. Go and see Spaceship Ohayses the Incredible. Make sure you check me out, thewildoutradio.com. Each Thursday night for the Thursday Night House Party with Joe DJ, Lady J Rock. Each Sunday night, you can catch us for the Wild Out Radio Super Duper Sunday Music Review Show. Hit us up on our website, www.thewildoutradio.com. This is me signing out from Houston. My sticker right there. Flint Town in the building, 810, man. Y'all holler at me. 1.